allegations of Trump's fecal incontinence. I'm sorry. It's the story of audio and video from the debate last week. So I'm going to play for you Trump speaking. Remember, Biden's mic is off, and you see Trump pause and briefly strain. Very, very strange. Now, whether it's fecal or flatulent, I would not know for sure.
Was Trump's pooped his pants moment at the presidential debate actually real? David Pakman has the audio evidence to support his belief. Donald Trump has really been a crappy president, and for once, we're not talking about his terrible tenure in the White House, or even the garbage that spews out of his mouth.
During which some are claiming Trump soiled himself.
So, how does Pakman feel about Trump's alleged toilet issues? Our beloved political analyst certainly did not haphazardly arrive at this theory. He's been keeping a close eye on Trump, and during that debate, he definitely noticed something suspicious. With his attention fixed on the TV, Pakman is startled when an unexpected sound occurs that definitely came from the debate. That strange sound. The pause. Considering Trump's expression, the realization hits Pakman like a ton of bricks, and he can't seem to shake it. Should he just ignore it? No. A president literally pooping his pants is something that should probably be brought to light, as we don't want Dumpy Trumpy soiling his diapers if he ever happens to stumble back into the White House someday. If you can't stand to witness another 4 years of hell from a second Donald Trump presidency, and the thought of Trump in the White House makes you want to hurl, don't forget to spread the message. The best way to get these videos out to the people that need to see them, looking at you independents and common sense Republicans, is by growing our audience as large as possible. We only have until November 5th, so do your part and click that button so you never miss a crazy story about our numbskulls with the elephant as a mascot. All it takes is a few swing states to win this election, so don't give up hope just yet. Don't forget to watch until the end so we can maximize our reach and save democracy this election season. Let's put Trump where he belongs, locked up in prison for all the lies he's told and the people he's ripped off over the years. Thanks for doing your part. Now let's get back to the disgusting yet intriguing details of this story. Pakman isn't known to hold back. In this instance, he aims squarely at the posterior, or jugular. During the debate, Trump allegedly farted or soiled himself, according to Pakman. I deeply regret that this is our current situation. Am I mistaken? He seems to be apologizing to both us and Trump's dry cleaner, but I can't tell which one. But hang on a minute. Pakman isn't merely making baseless claims. He has documentation. Since Biden's microphone was turned off, he asks, what was that mysterious sound? It could only have originated with Trump. It's more like a low-class political game of who smelt it, dealt it, but with even more at risk.
He never took them away. He can't because it's too much money. It's tremendous. And we saved our steel industries.
Okay.
And Pakman isn't finished yet. He's really getting into his stride here, and he's going to roast the disgraced Trump as he deserves it. A gastroenterologist or proctologist might be required to verify what transpired. I truly feel bad for any doctor that has the unfortunate job to examine Mr. Trump in, that area. Moving on.
We may need to bring on a gastroenterologist or a proctologist to tell us. But Trump does brace, pause briefly.
He never took them away. He can't because it's too much money. It's tremendous. And we saved our steel industries.
Okay.
There's more. Pakman mentions who's been singing about Trump's bathroom issues during The Apprentice filming. Poop humor with political satire form a perfect storm. Who knew C-SPAN was so funny? Pakman has a mock-serious tone throughout. He says, I'm like everybody else trying to figure out the world around me. Right, David? We watch you pretending innocent while roasting Trump like a chestnut around an open fire. Political humor at its best. Pakman turns this strange event into comic gold. He's mocking Trump and our crazy political system. A past president may have pooped his trousers on public television. I don't know what else is a metaphor for our democracy. Be honest, folks. This goes beyond Trump's stomach issues. This is about power, image, and how far people will go to maintain them. Pakman's roast is entertaining, and a reminder that even strong people make mistakes. Some truly human moments. Pakman's wacky notion concerning Trump's debate failure. But how does he prove it? Buckle up, Buttercup. We're diving into the evidence. It's sloppy, like Trump's underwear story. Pakman isn't throwing crap at the wall to see what sticks. People, he has receipts. That debate footage is being dissected like a frog in high school biology. What he finds, assume it's ugly. The audio comes first. Pakman's all on this like white on rice. He repeats Trump's steel industry comment. Not what Trump says is intriguing, what happens in between.
He never took them away. He can't because it's too much money. It's tremendous. And we...
Listen, that is something. Trump either farted or soiled himself during the debate. I'm so sorry that this is where we are. I am not a professional weighing in on this.
Once, Trump just stops, like his brain buffer icon spins. We hear something in the pause, something wet. Trump may not be dropping a deuce in his fancy suit, definitely not the sound of freedom ringing. As a dog with a bone, Pakman is. He says, listen carefully, Trump pauses and sort of braces, and then it happens. You can't unhear it, similar to the nasty slurping sound your sink makes when emptying. But this time, it's from the US president, allegedly. There's more. Pakman uses more than his ears. He uses his eyes like a hawk. He notes Trump's brace during this moment. It's like reverse liftoff preparation. You know that expression you make?
We may need to bring on a gastroenterologist or a proctologist to tell us. But Trump does brace, pause briefly, so I'm going to play for you Trump speaking. Remember, Biden's mic is off. And you see Trump pause and briefly strain.
When you're attempting to hold a fart in a job interview. It's similar, but on national TV. Pakman's smart now. He understands he's saying something important, covering his bases. David, we may need to bring on a gastroenterologist or a proctologist to tell us. Good luck getting a doctor to evaluate presidential poop sounds on YouTube. Here's the twist. Pakman's suspicions are shared. He mentions The Apprentice comedian Noel Casler, who has been singing like a canary about Trump's bathroom issues for years. Just like a conspiracy theory, but more fiber. Trump's pants pooping may be recurring. Remember comedian Noel Casler? His leaks about Trump's toilet habits date back years. It's not pretty. The Apprentice star Casler has hair-curling stories.
Comedian Noel Casler is on record as saying Trump regularly would soil himself. That is definitely something happening in Trump's pants.
He never took them away. He can't because it's too much money.
I'm like everybody else trying to figure out the world around me. I certainly cannot say with certitude that Trump soiled himself during the debate.
He said Trump was a pants soiler during filming. Can you imagine? In his luxurious chair, the boss tells individuals they're dismissed while sitting in his mess? What a miserable workplace. But here's the kicker. Trump's been in trouble before this debate. Remember his shoe-sticking toilet paper video? Or when he couldn't close an umbrella? He seems to struggle with basic human functions. Pakman's not joking. Method to his lunacy. He's turning these embarrassing moments into a debate over Trump's fitness for office. Like, hey, if this guy can't control his bowels, how can he control the country? Don't think Pakman's serious. No, sir, he's satirizing these accusations. He's part newscaster, part stand-up comedian when discussing Trump's incontinence, like a political roast, but with more feces jokes. Honestly, it's not just the laughter. Pakman's comedy gets people talking about important issues. He's turning gross-out moments into discussions about power, image, and leadership expectations. Consider that we're arguing whether a previous president peed his pants on national TV. It's silly, funny, and horrifying. That's Pakman's goal. He's exposing how absurd politics has become. We're between laughing and crying, wondering if the free world's leader needs depends. A strange place to be, but that's 2023 politics. Who knows? The next Trump campaign slogan may be, "Make America's plumbing great again." So Trump, possibly in his own mess, does what? Nothing. Nada. Zip. Tweeting addict loses his voice. It's like a mime version of The Emperor's New Clothes, with an unexpected twist. Trump persisted throughout the debate. No apology, nor even a brief shuffle to fix his pants. He's talking like nothing happened. Perhaps he assumed we would overlook it too. Spoiler, we didn't. And after the debate, radio silence from Camp Trump. They hope it will go away if they don't tweet, phone Fox News late at night, or say fake poos, similar to how Trump handles most of his issues. However, silence isn't always golden in politics. Just sometimes yellow, the color brown. And Pakman, this silence is his playground. He's pushing and prodding Trump's dignity like a failed science experiment. Wonder what's on Trump's mind. Angry behind closed doors. Is he insisting his team blame Biden for his bowel movements, or is he sitting there contemplating if calling his pants fake news is okay? Meanwhile, Pakman's remarks are spreading quicker than, yes, you know, people are chewing this up like Watergate-era political gossip. Only Trump's pants leak this time. Imagine a slow-motion train crash. You want to look away but can't.
Trump regularly would soil himself during filming of The Apprentice. Definitely something happening in Trump's pants.
He never took them away. He can't because it's too much money. It's tremendous. And we saved our steel industries and
Trump's image as the tough guy, winner, and someone who never loses control. It crumbles faster than a shoddy wall, and the public, they love it. Trump haters got Christmas early. His basic physical functions are now being questioned, not just his policies. What a low blow. There's more to this than Trump's trousers issue. Power, image, and how quickly they can fade. You go from world's most powerful man to everyone's joke subject, all because of a strange noise and a mistimed pause. Trump's reaction, or lack thereof, may be the most damning. Political political perception is everything. Right now, Trump may be full of, you get the idea, turning a politician's pants pooping into comedy is a skill. David Pakman's mastered that art. He didn't merely discover this theory and joke. He went full CSI on that discussion clip. Imagine Pakman huddled over his computer, reliving the clip. He's not just hearing oddities. He's studying Trump's every move and pause like a poop-based Da Vinci Code. What happens when he finds it? Oh boy, showtime. Pakman says, "I'm gonna play for you Trump speaking, listen carefully," like a magician revealing his biggest trick. In place of a rabbit, he pulls what out of Trump's pants? This is the thing. Pakman goes beyond cheap laughs. He utilizes comedy like a scalpel. He's cutting through political BS to get to the point. The bottom line? He has the ideal skepticism humor mix. Despite his humor, he's asking real questions, like Trump either farted or soiled himself during the debate. I'm so sorry that this is where we are. Funny yet sad, right? Do we actually have this political discourse? That's what makes Pakman's method so effective. Not simply mocking Trump, he's mocking the system. He shows how silly politics is. He does it in a way that makes us laugh and ponder. People devour it. This news spread faster than Buffett food poisoning. Social media blazed. Pakman's video was shared widely. Like everyone became an amateur proctologist analyzing presidential poop sounds. But it's not just fun. Pakman engages people in politics using humor, taking difficult topics and simplifying them. Who wouldn't want to hear about the president's bathroom issues? This is political humor's true power. It goes beyond mocking politicians, making politics entertaining. Cutting these large, scary challenges down is the goal, so we can all understand and discuss them. Pakman may be joking about Trump pooping his trousers, but he's also making a significant argument about democracy. He proves that even the strongest are human, sometimes shamefully human. We're discussing presidential crap. What a time to be alive. This chaos makes you question our debates. Are we discussing policy or potty breaks? Pakman's Trump trousers roast is humorous and a wake-up message. He's showing us how far we've fallen from Lincoln Douglas to loose bowels. It's like political discourse tanked. Perhaps that's what we needed. A reminder that powerful individuals are only humans in suits. Humans may be messy. What's ahead for presidential debates? Porta-potty podiums, diaper check before stage, politics stinks, and now we know why. Donald Trump became US president in 2016. His presidency ended in 2020 and was marked by scandal, dishonesty, and actions that many believe damaged democracy. Trump promised to make America great again. He promised to strengthen the economy, bring back jobs, and drain Washington, D.C.'s corruption. His policies typically favored the affluent and companies over normal Americans. His tax cuts favored the rich, expanding the wealth divide. Trump was known for disseminating falsehoods during his presidency. He routinely spread misinformation on Twitter. Fact-checkers say Trump made thousands of incorrect or misleading claims while in office. American society was divided by this continual misinformation. Trump often targeted democratic institutions. He called the media the enemy of the people and tried to discredit any news organization that criticized him. A healthy democracy requires a free and independent press. Therefore, this relentless attack was perilous. Trump also weakened the courts. He appointed loyal judges and expected them to decide in his favor, neglecting the need for impartiality. He repeatedly petitioned judges to reverse the 2020 election results, despite no evidence of voter fraud. Trump often profited from his position. He was accused of enriching his family with the presidency. Foreign dignitaries stayed at Trump properties, putting money in his pocket. This confused his commercial interests with his presidency, posing ethical difficulties. Trump's COVID-19 pandemic response was a major disaster. Trump first dismissed the virus as a hoax and said it will go away. He rejected scientific advice, advocated dubious treatments, and omitted a national reaction. Due to this, the US has one of the greatest COVID-19 cases and deaths. He mismanaged the pandemic, causing unnecessary misery and death. Social upheaval and racial divisiveness characterized Trump's presidency. His reactions to police brutality and racial injustice were often contentious. Instead of fixing these concerns, he incited fear and division. His comments incited white supremacists and fostered hatred. Trump's 2020 reaction capped his false administration. Trump lied about voter fraud after losing to Joe Biden. His supporters filed many challenges to overturn the election results, but none succeeded owing to a lack of evidence. Even still, Trump kept claiming the election was stolen. This led to the U.S. strike. On January 6, 2021, Trump loyalists stormed the Capitol to reject the election results. This violent rebellion was caused by Trump's lies and rejection of democracy. Fraud, dishonesty, and activities that threatened American democracy characterized Donald Trump's presidency from 2016 to 2020. He breached promises, misled the people, undermined democratic institutions, politics, abused authority, mismanaged COVID-19, and fostered racial discord. His refusal to acknowledge the 2020 election results and Capitol attack were the concluding acts of a fake president. The American people might turn things around in 2020 by electing Joe Biden, a leader who cherishes truth, ethics, and democracy. Supporting leaders that preserve these principles and fight to improve American lives is essential. Interested in joining the fight to keep democracy alive and keep fascism out of the White House? If you are someone who is tired of the lies and flat-out disgusting behavior of certain politicians, join our mission by sharing this video and channel with everyone who needs to see the truth. Subscribe, hit that like button, and send this video to everyone who believes that nobody is above the law. The truth will always prevail. Stay calm, subscribe, and vote blue.